I think that for me philosophically, an important image for me is that we sort of live in an aquarium. That's kind of the image I have, and as one who had a lot of fish when I was younger, because I was allergic to dogs, and we didn't know about hyperbolic jogs, so we could only have fish. So I had lots of fish. And what I mean by living in an aquarium is not that, everybody can see, but that there's a sense that it's all self-contained. That in the world in which we live in, right, we are part of this world, and we really can't kind of escape, in some sense, this world. We're stuck in time. I can't stop it. I have to be here in this time, and I'm in this air, and the air is part of what I have to survive in and live in, right? Know that if I got to a place where there was none, that I would die. The pressure and the gravity that keep me in place in space as well, I need to have. I'm kind of stuck. We're stuck in this world. And then not only that, but just emotionally, I'm stuck in this world. We've got a government, and we've got the way people act and live in this world. What we do for entertainment. This is the world in which we live in, and it's kind of obviously it's contained, and we have to play by the rules of this world. So that's kind of the aquarium I talk about. That it has, and we have to figure out the way that people work, and this is how we work in this world. And then every once in a while, you meet someone who seems to be otherworldly. It's like they don't play by those rules. They don't live by those rules, There's something different about them, that they seem otherworldly. Someone who's not like the world. And I got that kind of impression because when someone encountered Christ, it's what? He doesn't belong here. There's something about him. And sometimes we meet those special people. I think Mother Teresa would probably be someone that would be close to me in terms of idea of you don't play by the rules in order how to survive here. There's something else about you. You seem to come from somewhere else. And that's really what you have as Jesus talking about in that gospel reading. That you belong to this world. You belong to what's below. And I don't belong here, and that's why all of a sudden he's giving us a different kind of insight as to how these things, and we have these examples of things that don't seem to be of this world. They seem to be maybe even timeless, they seem to transcend space and time. And one of the things I often think about is the experience of love. That's why I think love seems to be otherworldly, because it doesn't fit the way we work in the world, and then all of a sudden you have this experience that seems to never grow old, that doesn't seem to be based on time, and it's like, wow, they don't play by the rules of everything else that this material world seems to be playing by, and I think that the idea when we're dealing with Jesus is that we see that he's offering us something different, and that he seemed to have been different. He's not like the rest. And you can ask them, they ask him, like, who are you really? And you probably said that to even some people that you love, like, who are you? Really? Is that how you're going to do? And I think the challenge, for us is to recognize that our call as Christians is to be of this world. To be in this world, but not of it. To really have those timeless kind of values and the ones that do come from God. That makes kind of the people who are very worldly look around and like, what the heck is that? Doesn't seem right. And that's one of the reasons why they want to get rid of Jesus. That's what we're going to celebrate. It's like, he's not one of us. He's different, and the difference being that he obviously comes from God and is God. So let us continue as we imitate Christ in our own life, that people will probably say that about us. You're not playing by our rules here. And you're right, you're absolutely right. The rules I play by are otherworldly.